Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. Joe Cullen here at Armageddon. Didn't win, but good performance out there against Daryl Gurney. A very good game.
Yeah, should have won. Definitely should have won. Gave him a few chances early doors, but no, it was a great game. Like, the exhibitions are one of those. It's all about, you know, giving a show to the crowd, and me and Daryl both played really well, and it was a show to the crowd. So it's I don't think they can moan for the money. Huge exhibition. A couple of thousand people, banging venue. What a night. Yeah, it's just, obviously we played the Grand Prix here, so we know what to expect, and it's the first time we've done Armageddon. Obviously I've worked for MDA before, and you know, they always put great events on, so it's been a great night tonight, and I think all the punters have enjoyed themselves and the players have enjoyed themselves as well. Where's the Joe Cullen game right now? Because watching it, there's some good bits, some bad bits, some indifferent bits. Where do you think it is right now? Yeah, it's a bit like, ironically, I think it's a bit like, you know, Dobie in the Premier League. You know, he seems to be playing decent but not getting the results. I feel like I'm playing okay, not pulling up any trees, but you know, the odd game where I click and still somebody finds something to beat me. So I think if I carry on in the vein of form that I'm in, I think I'll win more than I'll lose. But it's one of those. It's tough when you feel like you're playing well. It's hard to explain being a darts player. Like, the feeling and actually playing is different. If you feel like you're playing well and still not getting results, it's tough to take, and that's how I feel at the minute. But I know my game's in a pretty good place, and I'm sure if I carry on the way I'm going, that I'll see the results. Is there a little bit of worry there that the slide down the rankings, you're getting a little bit too close to comfort to that 16 on the Pro Tour Order of Merit? No. Well, obviously I think it's the darts rankings. Dartsranking.com. Yeah, dartsrankings.com. That for the next European qualifiers, I think I'm number 8 in the rankings, so I'm not defending a whole lot between sort of now and sort of early September. So I'm not worried about that. I'll stay in the European rankings, but it's just about getting over that first one at the Europeans. You know, I've run into some top players, and I've run into some top performances as well. So it's tough, and I think in the past you can maybe look past the first player that you play as a European seed, but now, you know, you look at some of the people who are coming through. Like, I think James Wade played Barneveld for the right to play somebody else. It's just the standard's crazy as it is. So there's genuinely no easy ties. Have you got the Premier League headache out of your system now? Because I know we spoke to you at the UK Open and you said it was still very much there. Is that out of your system now? Yeah, it was one of those. I was gutted not to be in, but a couple of weeks after, it's gone. I think the way the Premier League's panned out, I'll leave it there, actually. Go on, say it. No, I'll leave it there. I know the clickbait will come. I know the clickbait will come, so I'll leave it there. You got me there. No. We saw the BBC documentary, and the good bit that the fact that MVG tried to FaceTime you on night one, was that a little bit of a low blow? No, I literally messaged, you know, where you can press the button and say, you know, whatever. I said, Mike, leave it a couple of weeks. It's still a sore wound. So he left it a couple of weeks. I think he's FaceTimed me 3 times since the Premier League's on, but it's all good fun. He doesn't mean anything by it. It's just, like I say, I was gutted for the first sort of couple of weeks till the Premier League's on. After that, there's nothing I can do about it. So, you know, good luck to the boys that are in. What's the banter been like upstairs? Obviously, Johnny scraped in last night. Did you just give him a little? Yeah, he was saying that he wasn't really bothered. He wasn't watching. He was definitely bothered. At least this time we'll have a chance, because I earned him out last year, so he'll have a chance to win this one. Have you actually watched much of the Premier League? I literally watched. Last night is the first game I've ever watched, was his game against Nathan, and Nathan played fantastic, and I thought if Nathan played like that, then he'd get the job done and obviously clinch the 4th spot. But that's genuinely the first ever match that I've watched. It always clashes with like Emmerdale, Coronation Street and stuff like that, so I don't bother to watch it. Obviously you're friends with both of them, so that must have been a hard watch, like watching the two battle out and then Nathan have to go again. Yeah, I'm friends with both of them, but obviously me and Johnny are really close. You know, I've probably seen more of him sort of the last couple of years than I have my own family, so I'm sure Nathan won't pick the bones out of me for saying that I wanted Johnny to qualify, but either or, they're both, you know, top lads. So, but top and bottom is I genuinely couldn't care less about the Premier League. Match play on the horizon. Looking forward to heading back to the Winter Gardens. Yeah. Like I say, it's I think sort of in years gone past, I've sort of peaked a little bit too soon. I've found my best form early on in the year and then sort of petered out towards the end. So I don't think I've been great at the start of the year. I think I've been steady.
So if I can do it the opposite way around this year, then I think I've got a chance. But it's like I say, exactly the same as the European Tours. The match play, the 16 qualifiers. You know, you're not going to get an easy draw. It's as simple as that.
Joe, pleasure as always, mate. Thanks very much.
Nice one. Cheers, Phil.